Good afternoon, guys, and happy, I want to say Sunday, guys, because I feel like it is the end of the weekend. It is only Friday. Happy Friday to all of your sunshiny faces, guys. It is currently 10:30, actually 10:45. I need to go get in the shower and get to bed because I have been up since 6 a.m. and I am horribly exhausted. I told you guys I wanted to get up early so that we could try and get to the grocery stores because I had a weird feeling that they were going to be really busy just because of, you know, everybody going out to try and get stuff for 4th of July. And like, you know, the thing was too was that like last week the grocery stores didn't have like last week's sales that ended on Tuesday, didn't have like a whole ton of like 4th of July stuff that was on sale. Pretty much everything went on sale on Wednesday, and we didn't really have a good opportunity to be able to go to the stores until like really actually Friday, which we possibly could have gone to Jewel maybe, or maybe one of the grocery stores or something like that on Thursday, but my dad actually had a chiropractor appointment, so it wasn't going to work out. So again, I was like, okay, I'm doing all of the grocery shopping at all of the grocery stores, which was Jewel, Valley Produce, Caputo's, and Aldi, and then also Menards. Thing is too, guys, we ended up at Menards twice today. So again, exhausted because of that. And you think getting up at 6 a.m. you would have gotten a lot more done at home and a lot of projects and stuff like that, and wouldn't have spent what felt like the entire day actually out of the house grocery shopping. So we went to Jewel first. And we left, like I said, I got up, I was awake at 6 o'clock. I don't think I actually got up out of bed until 6:30. My alarm started going off at 6, and immediately I was like almost wide awake. So again, we ended up going to Jewel first, and we left the house by about 7 o'clock, I think. So I think we got there and started shopping maybe around actually like 7:30, I think. We got at the house maybe a little after 7 o'clock. So again, 7:30, we were out at Jewel shopping. Done at Jewel, that was at 8 o'clock. We finished shopping at Jewel. Then 8 to 8:30, we shopped at Valley Produce. 8:30 to actually 8:45, I think, like somewhere around there. I think we were actually in line at the checkout at Caputo's at 8:45, and I remember thinking like, oh, we have 15 minutes to get to Aldi before it opens. We actually got in the parking lot 2 minutes before it opened, but they were already letting people inside. So we went in and it was already busy because Aldi opens at 9 o'clock. So we obviously got a ton of other stuff too, but this is a lot of what we got, which is all sitting out here. Actually, my mom got these pops from, or not pops, but these like Hawaiian Punch to make like red, white, and blue drinks at, I don't know where she got them from, maybe at Walmart or something like that, but like basically all this stuff I'll show you guys tomorrow when we do the nice big kind of party thing. And there's balloons behind me because that's for a game that I also had to assemble all of the we ended up ordering darts. I had to assemble all of the darts for today. So again, got done at Aldi by about 9:30 or 9:45. So again, didn't actually take too long out of the grocery stores. It was honestly about 2 hours or so, which is normally pretty much like, you know, between driving and all that kind of stuff is actually pretty appropriate time. So we ended up coming back home after we went to the 4 grocery stores, and then we had to run up to Menards. I told you guys too, Menards stinking always takes forever. We get lost in the aisles. It is like a wormhole, sort of. We are just there and always getting all kinds of, you know, random stuff. So what I ended up actually hanging up today was, if you guys can see back here, I got these. So we had these up here, like the way that this looks, all across all of the windows, but we used to have these long drapes, and actually I think we're missing 2 of them, maybe, or 1 at least. What I think actually happened was we had to get, that was one of the things we had to get, I think I was telling you guys, the little like double brackets plus the other larger, like deeper hook, what's it called, like curtain rods. So again, I think these shorter ones actually used to be on that window. Maybe we had 2 of them, or maybe we only had 1 and those shorter ones were there. Anyway, I don't actually know how my mom used to have this, but I thought all of the windows had the like lace curtains sort of on them. But I noticed when I hung these longer ones up, because they're actually longer if you guys can tell than these ones are, they're shorter. When I hung these ones up, they had a different kind of like finish sort of up at the top than the other one. Like they were, each one was different. So that's why I'm thinking like, and then I was like, well, they're both long ones though, so like how did we do this before? So I'm thinking that we maybe over the period of, again, like we had these since probably before Jack was born. We had these like lace curtains and valances and stuff like that. So we've had them for a really long time, but my mom really wanted to put them back up because she had them down for a really long time, and she's like, I'd really love to have them up again, you know, stuff like that. So we ended up getting the couple pieces we needed because we had switched the hardware out. What I actually think happened was when Matthew was little, I remember he pulled on them. He wasn't super little. Actually, I think he was playing, jumping on the couch, and ended up pulling on one of them and ended up breaking the curtain rod. And so they ended up, my mom was like, let's just put them away for now, and then later after that we just got blinds. So again, we ended up switching those up. But my mom, we found them and they had been sitting for probably well over a year in this little thing in here. So I was like, let's get the pieces that we need, which weren't super expensive. Again, we needed 3 curtain rods and the little brackets, the double brackets. So it was actually pretty cheap just to hang them back up. So that was one of the things I ended up doing for today. On top of that too, we got a flag. We got that. My dad put that together and hung that up outside. We also ended up getting the pieces we needed for the drawer. I told you guys we have to build a new drawer for down here because of the one that was in there was so horribly messed up. We had to get new pieces for that. My mom also, if you guys see back here, she hung up the, or I guess stuck up the new like backsplash tile that we got back there, which is actually completely pretty much custom. They're just blank pieces, like blank white pieces of ceramic tile that my mom ended up actually spray painting, and then went into like detail on doing like this sort of like aged copper look. And she wasn't a huge fan of doing the whole thing like this, and on top of that too, she said it took a really long time. So we were like, well, why don't we, since she already had done 2, we were just gonna do them like every like 2 pieces. So I like them how they kind of look like that accent sort of. And she had done them that way with the old one. I think they were the red ones maybe, and then it had an accent like tile in there as well. I don't know what those are called. I think there's a name for them, but anyways, got that done. My mom hung up a couple of little like the pig over the stove. I hung this knife rack up. Even though I told you guys we're doing the sliding thing here, we wanted to just get it up and put away. So we're gonna have to fill in the holes and paint back over it a tiny bit because we're making that sliding pantry that's gonna go in here. But for right now, we just hung it up so that they're up off of the cabinets or the little shelf that was in here. On top of that too, we also got some new plates, but realized the plates are a little short, so the yellow paint is still visible, which I don't know why. There was only one that was done the right way, where we took off the faceplate and then painted instead of waiting, and then we're like, oh, we're gonna replace the faceplate because it was a gold color one. Obviously that's not going with the color, so we went to go replace it and realized that it was a little bit too small, and so you can still see the yellow that's back there. So you guys do still see a little bit of the yellow, that the kitchen is still painted. So yeah, my dad also got the tiles that were, except for that one, that Bliss's elbow was underneath. I don't know why he hasn't cut that one yet. He still has to do that. It might be a weird like angle one or something, so he has to still take care of that little piece. And obviously too, the stairs have not been actually officially taken care of. They've still got, they need to be, we're gonna do the blue paint on the top pieces, so that still has to be done. But we also got tiki torches for the backyard. I told you guys about, well, we got my dad, so it's an outdoor backyard thing, and I told you guys that in yesterday's vlog. But one of the things too that we need also too for tomorrow, since we'll be spending time most likely in the backyard, possibly bonfire and stuff like that, is that we need to have tiki torches to keep the mosquitoes away, because the mosquitoes are horrible. We sat out in the backyard for a little while, and as soon as the sun went down, the mosquitoes were coming out. So we were like, okay, it's time to go inside. Because we weren't going to test them out tonight, so we were just out there for a little bit finishing up our pizza, because we got Caputo's pizza for dinner tonight. Tiki torches though, or the citronella, like, you know, candle thingies, whatever they're called. Those were another project. We got them put together and set up in the backyard, which I told you guys We didn't end up getting the bamboo ones. We got the nicer like metal ones, which were actually in clearance for a 4-pack for 15 bucks, which is really cool. So we ended up getting 2 packs for 30 bucks, which is like an okay price. They were the like wicker bamboo ones, I guess is what they were I think $3 or something like that each. So they ended up working out to be a little more than that for the ones we got, but they're a nicer like metal, so they should last for a lot longer, I feel like, than the bamboo ones probably will, because it's like the bamboo like wicker and sort of and stuff like that. So again, we ended up getting those, and I'm hoping the quality will possibly be a little bit better. The other thing too my dad got done was we got this done, which is a random project. It's actually we're going to put it up here, and we're going to put our coffee mugs on it. We got little like hook screw sort of things that we're going to put into the wood. We didn't just want to do it straight into the drywall, so we're going to secure that onto the wall and then do the little hooks into the wood, and then hang the coffee mugs on there. So we kind of have it close to our little coffee hub sort of over here, and we can keep it up off of the, off of a surface or anything like that as well, and stuff like that. So anyways, yeah, got to that. I'm pretty sure there was another couple projects we got done. Jack finished painting these last cabinets, plus the drawer that we still have to finish building, which we didn't get to today. Again, there was a handful of other things, guys, that we got to today, projects-wise, that we wanted to try and get finished up and stuff like that before tomorrow, before the 4th of July. Just because, again, some of the outdoor stuff and stuff like that. And then too, just some of the inside projects too, because Matthew's girlfriend is coming over, which she has not been over here since we went into lockdown back in March. In fact, I think that time when she came over after Matthew's birthday, when we went out to eat, was the last time that she was over in the house. And so our projects had like barely been started. Like maybe my dad, I don't even think my dad had like any paint at all in the kitchen at all. We'd finished the hallway already, but that was done I think a while ago, honestly, maybe around, not last year, but several months ago. So I also forget how long we were in lockdown for. That was a couple months too. So, but no coat of paint or nothing or anything like that. So we were like, well, when she comes over, you know, she's going to be surprised, obviously, that it looks so different, but we also don't want it to look like it is a construction zone. And on top of that too, we want to be able to enjoy the house ourselves in, you know, sort of the holiday, and just be able to relax and sort of just like be able to see the fruits of our labor and see the projects kind of being finished up somewhat too. We also too, we got a new Milwaukee string trimmer with 4 attachments. So it's got like the string trimmer attachment, or like weed whacker. It's like an edger, I think, for like sidewalks, driveways and stuff like that, or wherever you need to like edge I think, I don't know if it's edge or edge the you know, sidewalks and stuff like that, guys. I'm super tired, honestly. Like I said, been up since 6 o'clock. It's currently 11 and I still have to take a shower. And then we also, it had another attachment too, which is like a mini chainsaw. So it's all on like a stick sort of. It has this like quick lock technology or something like that, so it just is interchangeable, and it's all battery powered too, which is really awesome. So we got that, which we don't necessarily need it totally, because it also came with hedge trimmer attachment as well. And the hedge trimmer we can use on our bushes. We probably don't need to use the chainsaw because we don't have any trees right now, and so that's not one of the things that we really need to use all that often for any reason. Yeah, but we got it because it was all part of the bundle, and Home Depot had a sale on it, so my dad got all of that put together as well. And like I said, I got to a handful of other little things here and there. Actually, once Jack was done with the pizza, I baked all the bird seed because we needed more bird seed, because our birds in the backyard have been eating up our seed like crazy. And so we've been going through a bag close to like every other to every, like, honestly, I think it was every other week pretty much. We've been going through, not a huge great big bag, but like a decent sized bag, and like just because they really like the bigger, like the chunkier stuff, that's what we've been going through the fastest. But we also have thistle seed out there in a suet, and the smaller seed feeder as well. So we have a couple of other ones as well, but they just really like that stuff, and that's the one that I fill up probably every night normally. I filled it up again tonight. And on top of that too, we also had to get squirrel like things for the bird feeder too, those like half circle dome looking things that you put on there to keep the squirrels away, because they found the bird feeders now and have been very interested in them. So we got those. We have one that goes on the top, and then on the other feeder they can climb up it, so we put that one on the bottom, but we can't put anything on the top because the four like thing, if that makes sense, we can't put one up there. And so we got one though for the other feeder because they have been jumping off the fence onto the feeder, so my mom actually moved it away, but they might still be able to, so that's why we again got that. So unless they have really amazing aim and can actually jump onto it and make it without falling off, then they might be able to, but so far we haven't noticed that they've been able to since we put those things on. So it was another project too, and another thing we had to get at Menards. So yeah guys, there was a ton of stuff. But so we went out to Menards, and then again we ended up going and getting those couple things that we needed, and then totally forgot my mom needed the spray paint so that we could do this, because she wants to have that up most likely tomorrow, because our coffee mugs are, I don't actually know where they are right now, but somewhere, oh, I think they're all over back there behind the coffee pot and in a couple other places. So anyways, she really wanted that to get that project done today, and we have it done. We just have to put it up tomorrow. Most likely my dad can do that probably in the morning, but again we ended up we forgot the spray paint, and so my mom was like, can you guys run back out? So we did that, and then that's actually, we didn't originally measure for the like valances and like curtain rods and stuff like that, what size we needed. So then that's when we went back out, got that as well, and also we needed to get a piece of wood too for the we'll explain to you guys when we get to that project, but we needed a piece of wood for in this drawer so that we can correctly mount the like sliders, like the rollers things. So we had to get that. Tomorrow also too, I need to try and get up somewhat early because I need to make the brownies for dessert tomorrow, and it's best to do it in the morning. Well, it's not super hot out. And also too, I need to make the pasta for the pasta salad. I am just going with basic like the boxed pasta salad stuff. We also got fresh pasta salad, but I like this like the fresh, like actual fresh pasta, not like the mustard, you know, and that kind of stuff pasta. So that's like a more fresh pasta salad sort of thing. I need to make that, and then I also need to start most likely the artichoke spinach dip, which will most likely be appetizers for tomorrow. So I need to do that in the slow cooker and probably start it like at least somewhat early in the day, so I don't have to be up most likely at 6 a.m. I'd like to get some more projects done if I can get to bed and feel well rested by 6 o'clock, or otherwise I'll be a crab tomorrow. But yeah, so I have to try and get up early though, so I can at least try and get to some of those. So like 9 o'clock will be probably way too late, so I need to try and at least be up by like no later than 8 o'clock would be ideal. Probably 7 o'clock would be awesome, but I don't know if I'd be able to get up again at 6 o'clock. Like that was, I was actually amazed, and so was my mom and dad were both up. I was like, how are you guys both awake at 6 o'clock? Like I thought I was gonna be the first one up and having to wake everybody else up. Well, especially my dad, so we could go to the grocery stores. And yeah, so anyways, got all that stuff done. I will definitely share with you guys in tomorrow's vlog. My mom has got tons of games planned. Again, obviously we have tons of food. We are not hosting anybody else over here except for, again, Matthew's girlfriend will be coming over. But again, it's like the first time I feel like, and yes, our backyard projects are not finished. The whole kitchen is not completely finished right now. There's still cabinet doors that are missing down there that have not yet been finished, primed or painted. They're actually ready to go. Jack could put primer on it if he wanted to. And so yeah, he's kind of moved on to, he's gonna get to that stuff next. Since I was doing so many of the other projects, like I was in the living room today by myself for maybe about a half an hour to an hour hanging all that stuff by myself, while my dad was, I think, putting together the flag and hanging that up, because we have a flag pole, or like a flag like post thingy sort of, that we never had an actual rod that fit in it, and so we actually found one that fit at Menards and actually works. So we can actually hang, if we take down our flag, we can actually put some of our other like garden flags and stuff like that up too, now that that one fits properly. And we don't have PVC, that's what we were using, PVC with some screws drilled into the end to keep it from blowing off. That was what it was. Totally hodgepodge, but now that we found one that fits, that's awesome and we can use that. But again, guys, like I said, we are not totally done, but it is going to be such a nice, just like finally like a summer sort of where things are starting to be wrapped up. We still, again, other things that need to be done. Definitely the outside projects have not been finished, but like the backyard looks nice right now and the birds are all out there, some squirrels too. The gardens look so nice and everything, but you know, like I said, it's just something that we finally get to enjoy. And like I said, I told you guys too, my dad's gift that we got we'll also be able to use. So anyways, guys, again, share with you guys all the stuff that's going on tomorrow, but I will see you guys in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.